what you said? Okay, yeah.
Whoop.
Somebody said. You see the monthly report counts, population still, we've been in the year, all year long, still an issue. I want to thank the county judge for joining with me to try to pull together 4 counties, which was Washington, Marion, Taylor, and Greene, on an effort for a federal grant to try to combat some of the addiction issues that are happening in central Kentucky. And we championed that all the way through until we got, one thing the fiscal court, or the county judges wanted to make sure is that we had support from the courts before we moved forward with it. And we moved to the courts with it, but then again, some of the judges felt there was some conflict with the grant because it specifically said that the grant had to have 35% of the funds had to be spent towards medical assistance in combating the substance abuse. And some of them, right now our current drug court is total abstinence, so they don't. There is nothing used in that in the court with that. So they felt it was a conflict, so we kind of backed up and dropped those efforts on that federal grant. But moving forward, Senator Hickman and myself did meet with Secretary of Justice John Tilley this week, and so I approached Tilley with the issue that we have with the heroin bill money, where that they have put assistance for the courts to have an individual to do some assessments, and actually how we're lined up for Marion County is I'm tagged to 8 other counties, and the workload is just so tremendous in courts, period, that there's no way that we all get equal shared opportunity for that assessment to happen and give that assistance to the court. So we expressed to the Secretary of Justice about if there's any way that they could expand that heroin bill assistance, and possibly even, Senator Hickman brought up about the Robbie Bickett being in Boyle County, Mercer County, even if we could, since he was part of here, if we could expand his section from 3 county to 4 county and just try to increase that availability to the court for those assessments and that assistance to get to treatment. So, short and long of it, it's under consideration in that point of it. The conversation that Secretary Tilley did get, we spent about an hour in a meeting, and I looked to see some stuff legislatively brought up about jails, housing, the prison population, and their efforts to try to relieve some of that off of the counties. And one subject that I've kind of championed and tried to be a part of, and that is to have the county operations be able to be on a performance-based contracting, so that the fact of it is that if the state of Kentucky ventures out with monies for housing and they go into the private sector, that us as a county government, that we could compete as well for those same type of dollars. Because if you look at the per diem that we're paid at $31, $34 a day, and then a private contract runs in at $58 to $68 a day. So, and the Secretary of Justice most definitely agrees with that concept, and actually, feels that would be a more productive way to address incarceration, and specifically jails and housing and having programs. And I can't say this enough, that we don't really understand where this county jail has got recognition statewide for our efforts, what we've done so far, and all the way into Frankfort, and the Secretary of Justice office and the legislators as well. So I think that, for the most part, I'm set to the side and see how the legislative session goes. We know there's going to be a lot of stuff on the tables, but I can assure you that from the conversations that I've been involved in, housing is going to be housing of prisoners, the addiction issue, the opioid issue, and that factor is going to be a big part of our legislative session this time. So as we come into this, we just come out of a year where they approved Senate Bill 120. And Senate Bill 120 is a focus on taking incarcerated individuals and doing a reentry process of work, education, and treatment. this will actually put prisoners in free world jobs, but it'll be through an actual parole or MRS release. So the law has been passed. The only thing that we're waiting on now is the regulations to be set. And the law is specific that that county government, that it is pushed down to county governments to run the reentry centers. So it gives the jails and the county jails I guess the front force for this type of operation. Right now, I've extended that same grant search for us trying to find assistance so that Marion County can be a part of that, and hopefully that we would, look at building something like an 80-bed reentry type center so that we wouldn't lose our current work site, because that's what we use the 80-bed REAPS inmates right now provide a lot of our work stuff. And that housing is still a necessary housing, but this other is going to be as well. It's going to be a very prominent push. And actually, if you watch what's happening in the private sector, you're seeing the private sector move from secure housing facilities to their focus is community corrections housing. But nonetheless, right now I don't have anything definite on any type of grant assistance. We can find grant assistance for establishing the operation components part of it, but the construction, if it is something we see that we would move forward in 18 for, it'll be something that we'll probably have to up some kind of a bond grant to build. But the housing per diem portion of that is a lot greater than the $31 that we're currently got. I mean, it could extend to $55 to $65 a day. So it would definitely be more than a little bit more than a wash for that type of housing. But so there's a lot of hurry up and wait in 2018 in this business correction.
Let me ask you a question. Does anybody here know if Kentucky ever joined the lawsuit against drug companies? I think 42 states have actually filed lawsuits against the major drug companies.
42 counties.
Different
Counties. Yeah.
I thought 42 states, according to 69.
counties that are pushing it.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of different ones approach me, so I'm looking at some of those.
Yeah, we've got to.
McKesson, the largest drug distributor in the country, is fined $150 million, and they make $100 million a week. So they're pretty bad there.
A hiccup, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think the reality of it is the extreme issues with addiction are even becoming more real. We get more public recognition as we move forward and public education of what's happening. And there's not more realize what's happening is the criminal justice system and the jail staff when we have to deal with those individuals. And I'm telling you that I'm sure that Lieutenant Abel could confirm this. In the last month, the amount of individuals going through detox in the jail and the issues that they're having during that detox is tremendously dangerous.
Hopefully all that'll go somewhere.
Most definitely.
Get money back there.
The only other than that is that we will be starting work very promptly on budget issues, getting ready for our April proposal. And I think that one definite thing that will be on the table, probably even before April, we should put it, is defining our per diem for our contracts, so that we'll give those counties ample time to make adjustments and
Be ready for it.
for their budget.
Yeah. Sounds good, thank you.
Right.
Jailer, I know you've got someone beside you there. Would you like to introduce that individual?
Leanne Mattingly, she runs the 128-bed South program, and currently right now she's been a lifesaver, but she's filling in a lot of the Brandon Wilson duties, and so she's shadowing and seeing some of the...
She get to go home on weekends?
Parts of the operation.
She has weekends off, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, she's got weekends off.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Mattingly. Now, how long have you been with the detention center?
It was 5 years in March.
That's what I think. And who's the old guy beside you over there, Miss
Santa
Mattingly?
Claus looking guy.
Oh, that's Mr. Abel. That's Lieutenant Abel. I'm sorry.
He's got, he's put.
How many years do you have at the touch center?
I had 20 in July.
I'm talking about work, not in, but work.
Separate
Congratulations. Congratulations. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir.
Was kind of talking about that, you know, we received some information from the state, 2 weeks ago, about the level of increase we're going to get on our retirement. So that's going to be the first priority, I think, in January that the governor has. So if you see your representatives or your senator out anywhere, kind of ask them to reconsider that increase, because it's going to be a large amount of money to.
What is it, close to $500,000 on our side?
It's probably a little more than that.
A little more than $500,000?
Yeah,
Think about that. It's crazy.
So.
I mean,
They
I've never,
blowed it, now they put it on us to get it.
I'll let Senator Higdon know. I've never met or seen our representative, so.
Me either.
I've got his cell phone number.
You got his
so
cell
we might-
phone
yeah,
number?
we might
That'd be
need
great,
to-
yeah.
To, everybody needs.
It'll be
to
around election time coming up here.
Yeah.
Where's he live?
LaRue County.
LaRue County, okay, gotcha.
So anybody, if you see anybody like that, we need some help. It's gonna make next year, so.
You got it, amen.
It's not a milk cart.
Yeah, exactly.
Robbie's not here tonight. Is anybody from EMS, Greg, you got anything that,
How's Robbie doing?
How's Robbie doing, Bob?
think he's doing okay?
Doing pretty good?
Yeah, doing okay.
Good deal.
Gary, emergency management?
Well, Lori asked me to pass on one thing to y'all. LABC was due by the 15th of December. So we posted in the paper and submitted to the state. I think budget's been approved, so we're good on the LABC. And one other comment is, I brought it up before, I'm just reiterating this possibility on the hydrants. What you also can do is, like I said, is put a marking on the road, which is very inexpensive to take care of. And there is a DOT symbol for that. That's national. Or you can just make your own red box and paint on the side there. And, I think that's probably a lot more financially stable. And you can mark every one and not get a lot of money. So it's just an idea.
Good idea. Thank
Other
you.
than that, I ask if any questions.
Good shape.
Thank you.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gary. Appreciate it. Kay's not here, but I know they've got most of the,
Jimmy could probably relate on that. He's
they
been
kind
doing
of tell
all
us
the work.
where it looks really good. Looks really good. We used county labor to get that done, saved a lot of money and done a great job, so
Excellent.
appreciate what you did, Jim.
She's got some more
Sent it.
equipment to buy and stuff, but I think she's got a fund. She's got some of that already set aside. If not, we'll hear from her, but
It's a great addition out there, really do. It looks nice.
they did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see, anybody, old business, new business? Old business approval of new beds for EMS?
Is that what those are?
Yeah.
You're going to just add that to the payables?
Yeah.
Yeah. Motion to pay the bills with additions?
Second.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I would like to work with them,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
of course, they allow me doing the best, $500 an hour. Monday,
Community project funds?
bills on the line, it's Christmas time, and $500,
That's excellent.
Second. Merry Christmas.
Well, I'd like to add $100 of my project money for each as well.
Do 100 as well.
I'd do 100 each.
Well, what was that, Master Wicker? You get a little weak when you say that. What was that?
100 each.
Okay, thank you. That's so good of you. Thank you so much.
And I'll do the same since Mr. Wicker can.
Well, I know.
I was gonna-
Whoever needs are here,
I
you
got to
know.
do another one too. You know, I swear when I said 500, I thought they'd step up and glad I didn't say 25.
Get all you do.
We got to vote on that first?
Thank you very much.
Vote on
Motion.
that check.
Second.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes, unanimous.
You're rethinking it.
Does anybody else have anything? Jack?
Yeah, I'd like to donate $500 of my community projects money to the Beresford seniors for a catered Christmas dinner.
Motion.
Second.
Second. Seniors,
Yes.
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 Jackie, you qualify for the seniors, don't you? You qualify as a senior?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet with,
You're gonna eat? Yeah, you pay for your meal. He pays for his meal.
I paid for my
He
meal.
pays for his meal. Would you
I'll pay for my own meal.
bring the receipt so we have proof, please?
And I'd like to ask the court to allow me to spend $1,662.16 for some improvements there at the Raywick Park.
Can we get it back?
I've got it exact.
Yeah, motion.
Second.
Yes.
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 Anybody else?
Anybody else
Yeah.
got anything?
I would, you don't have to, you can just sit there. I want to make sure this goes to the right place. The carrying place is, that's here in Lavender. What's the one down here? Is that the carrying place?
Yeah. Right down here.
Yeah. $500, I was gonna do it last meeting before Christmas, but they can still use it. $500 to the carrying place for what, Christmas season.
I'd like to add $100 of my community project funds to that as well, please.
I'd like to do, Mr. Ellis, speak.
I'll do 100 as well.
Yeah, I'll do 100.
Thank you.
100 myself.
Yeah, did you say something?
Same 100 myself.
He got a little, he had a little wicker knees there, didn't he? I tell you what, yeah.
Zippy tasers.
Yeah, spread.
Motion,
Second.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. To all the department heads and all the people who work with you year-round, everybody, thank you, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Happy New Year.
everyone.
Be safe.
MTA.
Second.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Judge.